Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about my thoughts on James Gunn and Peter Safran taking over the DC side of things of the WB. So basically, David Zaslav, or as I like to call him, David the Devil Zaslav, he has laid the smackdown on The Rock in a bad way. You know The Rock can't be happy. For the past month, The Rock has been hyping the crap out of Black Adam. They have spent so much money on that. I still haven't seen the movie. I hope to God it's good. I want to watch it. I want to buy it on DVD. But if it's not that great, then, you know, I'll have to decide later if I'm going to buy it or not. But I really hope this movie is some good. I love superhero stuff. The JSA is pretty cool. And, you know, I just want a good comic book movie to add to my DVD collection. But I have not seen it yet. Reviews are mixed. I'm not sure. I don't think it made back its budget yet. Supposedly, people are saying it needs to make $700 million to break even, and it's not even close to that, especially domestic. Domestic is pretty low. Global helped boost it up. Supposedly the WB only cares about like global, so if that hyped it up, then mission accomplished. But domestic, in my opinion, is where it's at. If you can't even make people in your own country go see the movie, then there's a problem. And, you know, this movie has been in development for about 10 years. And if the rumors are true and you have to copy and paste from other movies and everything, and like, you know, not give the fans truly 100% what they want, then you don't need to be in charge of nothing, especially that of the free world and everything. And I hope to God The Rock does not run for the presidency, because I'm tired of celebrities running for office, especially when they don't know anything about politics. And The Rock has stated he don't know the first thing about politics, but yet for some bizarre reason, in the back of his mind, he still wants to be president. Anyways, yes, David Zaslav went over The Rock's head. Kind of similar how The Rock went over Walter Hamada's head. And he has appointed James Gunn and Peter Safran, whoever the heck that is, to be the Kevin Feige of DC, Warner movies and television and animation. Now, like I said before, for the past month, The Rock has been hyping things up, talking about how he would like to see Black Adam pretty much be the face of DC. Why? Because The Rock has a huge ego, and The Rock wants a massive franchise, because Hobbs and Shaw did not do that well. And so, like, this has divided the fan base big time. Many fans don't want Black Adam to be the face of DC because he's supposed to be a villain and not an anti-hero or superhero. But sometimes he is anti in the comics. But for the most part, he's a villain. And, you know, I don't understand why The Rock, well, I know why he's so fixated on his character. He wants the money, he wants the franchise, he wants the hype. When he kept promoting all this stuff, when he changed the trailer and said he corrected it, many fans believed that he did it for them. If you think The Rock did it for you, then it's time to check yourself into Arkham Asylum, because The Rock does it for himself. It's a business move. That's how it is. You know, and you can't get mad at him for that. It's just how business is in Hollywood. But it's not cool to toy around with the fans. The Rock tried to have his pie and eat it too. Not cake, pie. If you know anything about wrestling and you smell what The Rock is cooking, it's all about pie and pancakes. And, you know, I'm a huge Rock fan when it comes to wrestling. But like I said before, I've never been able to feel his acting. But that's not this type of discussion. This is just to talk about how all this came to be and all this other crap. And so he's said before, like, you know, he wants Black Adam to lead, you know, the face of like DC. he says before he wants Black Adam to fight Superman and everything. And many fans are kind of like, wait, what? So that has divided the fan base again, because many fans are like, yeah, that would be cool if you fight Superman, but have you ever heard of somebody called Shazam, aka Captain Marvel? You're supposed to fight him first. And many fans have now been brainwashed by what people are saying. They say, oh, well, the Shazam we have in the DCEU is not on the level of The Rock and Black Adam. That is because they took the New 52 version of it. The New 52 version is the one with Billy Batson, a punk, and Captain Marvel, Shazam, is really goofy. He's basically a man-child with Superman-type powers and stuff. I wish they would have went with the classic. That would have been so much cooler. But also, you have to remember, who produced both Shazam and Shazam 2? The Rock. And if you produce something, you get to have a little influence here and there. I bet you anything, he is the one who probably, well, him and Jeff Jones, you know, because Jeff Jones, you know, is all about that New 52 stuff. And, you know, The Rock's all like, oh, wait, he's a goofy man-child? Okay, let's put him as the goofy man-child, therefore he'll never be on Black Adam's level. And, you know, The Rock was supposed to be in the first Shazam movie. Black Adam was originally supposed to be the original villain. But The Rock snapped his fingers and said he ain't having that. And so, like, he's been trying his best to keep Shazam and Black Adam far apart as possible. He wants Superman, he says, and he says he wants the Justice League. Why in the world are they trying to make Black Adam a Thanos level or Darkseid level villain to fight the Justice League? It makes no sense. It has divided the fan base. And so then, you know, Henry Cavill was not back originally. Henry Cavill and Walter Hamada could not see eye to eye. Walter Hamada and WB has tried to keep Henry Cavill away for as long as possible as Superman. And Henry Cavill wanted back. Basically what happened is this. In the first Shazam movie, they told Henry Cavill, hey, we want you to do a cameo. He said, look, man, I'm too good for a cameo and everything. And, you know, which is funny because a lot of people never heard of him until Man of Steel and stuff. But he said he's too good for that. And so they're like, bye. He's like, all right, bye. So then he went to The Witcher. But then he realized, crap, dude, I made a huge mistake. Yeah, The Witcher brings in good money, but it's not movie level money. So he tried to come back. And they said no. And so then, you know, of course, Marvel been eyeing Henry Cavill. Now, if Henry goes over to Marvel, he's going to have to do a cameo at some point. So he needs to get over that. So hearing all this and not wanting him to go to Marvel and stuff, and also because The Rock kind of realized, hey, my movie might not be so great, and you know what would be some great power to pull in fans? Superman, but not no headless cameo, which originally it was, and originally a headless cameo was filmed again. This would have been the third one. The second one happened in Peacemaker. And so The Rock and his ex-wife, Danny Garcia, I still don't understand that relationship. If y'all are divorced, why is she still your manager? So y'all apparently get along on good terms. I don't what man, who messed that marriage up? Who messed that marriage up? Most likely my fingers on The Rock, because you know how those wrestlers are. And have you seen The Rock's muscles? But then again, have you seen Danny Garcia's muscles? And so she's also the manager of Henry Cavill. And so, like, he's been, like, just hammering and begging and pleading. And it finally worked to the point where last month they had to film a Henry Cavill Superman cameo for 5 seconds. They was hoping that would be enough to bring fans in, love The Rock, make the movie make tons of money and all this other stuff. It had people talking. Henry himself has stated he is back and everything. But some people are saying he's not. They said there's no contract. Some people said there's no script, even though they said they're making Man of 2. Who knows? I don't know. I don't work for them. But anyways, we can only take him by his word for now. But you know, we know the word of celebrities and executive producers and companies, so it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, it happens. It doesn't, it doesn't. So, but for right now, we can only take his word for it, and he is back. So this is probably damper that of the Marvel deal, and Supergirl, she's no longer now the face moving forward of that of the WB. Now, how does James Gunn all in this fit in? Well, The Rock has even said he has a person in mind. He wants to take over the division of Warner Brothers and DC and stuff like that. And like I said before, for a whole month, he's been talking about that. He has literally said the fight he wants with Superman is not going to be one off. He said, and I quote, it's a long process storytelling type thing, type art. So I'm just thinking to myself, he never explained what the heck that even means. Basically, it means that he wants Black Adam to be in several DC movies, and him and Superman are constantly butting heads and constantly fighting each other. Why? Why in the world would Black Adam constantly be in every type of DC movie? And why would Superman also be in every type of DC movie and stuff like that? Why would they constantly butt heads? Why would they constantly fight? The Rock literally wanted to take over and everything. Only problem is his movie is not performing the way David Zaslav wants him to. So in the middle of the night, it happened. They announced Peter Safran, whoever the heck that is, and James Gunn will take over. James Gunn's taking over movie, TV shows, and animation, while Peter's doing the financial business stuff. Much to the dismay of that of The Rock. So far, he has not tweeted about this. So far, he has not congratulated them. He's been tweeting about other stuff, but not that. And so people believe The Rock is pissed. And you know, sorry dude, but that's Hollywood for you. You know, that's why some people don't get involved in Hollywood. The politics of Hollywood just ain't cool and stuff like that. But then again, I mean, he went over the former head of DC, Walter Hamada's head, and brought in Henry Cavill and everything. And then they went over The Rock's head and brought in James Gunn and everything. So it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. Plus, some people was upset with The Rock. They said he's trying to have his pie and eat it too. He's trying to be the face of DC. He's trying to bring in the DC fans, and he's trying to bring in the Snyderverse fans. Because much of from what I've heard, a lot of stuff in Black Adam looks like that of the Snyderverse. So he's trying to please everybody so that everybody can like him in his movie. Well, here's the thing about James Gunn. Many years ago, I forget how many, might have been 4, might have been 5, but it was around the time, the election time, or when Donald Trump became that of president. James Gunn went on Twitter pretty much just slamming like Trump left and right. This pissed off Trump's fan base. So what did they do? They went through James Gunn Twitter and they went as far as they could, and far they did, and they found some very disturbing tweets. Pedo tweets and everything. Tweets that got him fired from Marvel. And rightfully so, because I don't understand why a grown man would be talking about pedoing a little child. That is disgusting and everything. And I don't understand the mindset. It's not funny. No part of that's ever funny. Now, was he joking? Sure, he was joking, because so far he's never been like, you know, arrested for anything like that or done anything like that. So chances are he was just joking. But why would you joke like that? And it's more than just tweets. Yes, I have stated before in an older video, I have seen a video of him making a disgusting joke like that on YouTube. I can't remember the YouTube video, and it takes a good while to soul search, but if I can find that woman's video, then I would have linked it below, but I can't find it, and I don't feel like searching because I'm busy. But trust me, the video is out there, and he makes a weird, nasty, disgusting joke like that. And he's smirking and he's smiling. Why does he get off like this? I have no idea. But anyways, As soon as he was fired from Marvel, Warner Brothers picked him up, to the dismay of some fans. They're like, yo, he got fired for a legit reason. And they're like, we don't care. Guardians of the Galaxy did good, and we want him to fix Suicide Squad. And he did fix Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is a very good movie that he made and stuff like that. And, but however, now there's another problem. Now, the moment he was announced that, be the co-head of Warner Brothers, DC, all this other stuff, the Snyder Bros are not happy. They have went to war. The moment he was announced, there are hashtags restore the Snyderverse. There are people talking about how can you hire a pedo and blah, blah, blah. They're re-bringing up his old tweets, screen caption and everything. They're even bringing up the pictures of James Gunn and his wife attending some weird, bizarre party of James Gunn and his wife dressing kind of like goth, kind of like babies or kids, something like that. It's weird. It's disturbing. I do not understand it. In fact, I actually saw that video again. Remember when I said the video when he makes that nasty joke? The girl who was reporting on that, her video, the lady, she showed pictures and stuff like that of him at that party. And it's kind of like, I don't understand nothing about that. I've seen dominatrix, do what they do to grown men dressed like babies and stuff, but I've never seen anything like type of parties that people go to and stuff like that. And I've never understood the mindset of why a person wants to do that. I don't understand it. I don't even want to talk about that. That's just, no. No. But needless to say, the Snyder Bros are pissed because now they think, oh no, the Snyderverse isn't going to get restored. Well, the thing is, for a fact, WB doesn't want to do that. It would make them a lot of money. Trust me, if they was to have Zack Snyder finish his trilogy and bring in Darkseid, it'll bring in a lot of money. But they don't want to do that because of how toxic that fan base has been towards them, threatening them and all this other stuff. And seriously, I don't understand fandoms. Why do fandoms now, when they get pissed, the first thing they want to do is kill somebody? I don't get that. That happened in The Walking Dead with the dude what's the dude with the mullet? God, I forget his name. The redneck dude with the mullet, who's Eugene. And when Eugene betrayed the group, the actor got so many death threats, and it was insane and stuff like that. I don't understand people, but basically they are furious. Now, James Gunn has never said he would never bring back the Snyderverse. In fact, I think he's even friends with Zack Snyder and stuff. So nobody knows what he's going to do, but people are already placing judgment and getting pissed over and stuff. So this has divided the fan base again. Now you have the Snyder Bros versus DC fans, and they're just just fighting with each other online again. Can't we all just get along? Seriously, y'all? It's like Star Trek, man. It's like you got the older Star Trek fans, and then you got that CBS Trek crap, and then fans and stuff like that. And so this is exactly where we're at now. Those two are in charge. The Rock is out. Nobody knows how The Rock feels about this. Nobody knows which direction James Gunn is going to go into. And some people have mixed feelings about James Gunn. There are still those that feel like he should not even have a job because of the pedo stuff. Then some people wonder how he's going to treat the women in his movies. They say he doesn't have a good track record. I have no idea. I don't want to research that guy enough, but the women seem to be respected in the Suicide Squad. And I remember I saw he's the one who made the Scooby-Doo movies, and Velma and Daphne, they was respected. So I never seen none of his other movies. I don't know how he treats them. But then people said the same thing about Zack Snyder and the women in the past in his movies. Like Sucker Punch or whatever it's called and stuff like that. And so and Watchmen. So I have no idea. So maybe they're 50-50 even on that, but I don't know. But they seem to both have changed over time when it comes to the depiction of the women in their movies. And plus they don't want to be called out on it. I mean, if you watch Suicide Squad, the women were respected and stuff like that. Now, I don't know. So it's like weird. And there's some people that are super happy about this because James Gunn has a huge fan base because of those Guardian movies and stuff. Most people didn't like Brightburn, that movie he came out with. They liked the Suicide Squad. But those Guardian movies is what really propelled him into like fandom and everything. And so, like I said before, the fan base is divided again about this. There's no telling how long he's gonna last. It's a 4-year deal. No telling how his movies, like, if all his movies end up being like Suicide Squad or Peacemaker, then I'm gonna be kind of pissed and upset because I don't want to see the Justice League making penis jokes or nudity or weird bizarre stuff or like cringy looking outfits and stuff like that, that old school comic book and stuff, and drug references and stuff like that. I want to see the Justice League just be the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? And with the movies of his I've seen, they are all pretty much the same. They're brightly colored. They're in the windows like everywhere. There are drug references and stuff. There are like just this in the windows are like insane. But now since he's allowed to have like R ratings and stuff like that, how often does a person have to say the word like penis all the time? Like seriously, man, like quit it and stuff. And but like I said before, but we really don't know what's he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like Seth Rogen. Like people's all like they don't want him to touch Ninja Turtles, but nobody, because of his past movie, but nobody really knows what he's gonna do. Same with Quentin Tarantino. They don't want him to touch Star Trek because of the stuff that he done in the past. But nobody really knows until a person actually shows you what they did. So I guess you gotta keep an open mind, but sometimes keeping an open mind is not always the good thing, especially when you know a person's track record. So only time will tell, you know what I'm saying? So that is literally the history of how all this crap like went about and everything. And you know, if James Gunn never got canceled in the past, he wouldn't even be working at DC right now. He would still be at Marvel, which most likely his Guardian third movie will probably be the last one, unless Kevin Feige's all like, screw you, goodbye. But him and Kevin Feige are friends, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Walter Hamada is out. And I know Ray Fisher must be extremely happy about that. and stuff. And so I don't know. There are people online talking about, well, they don't know how Gal Gadot's going to feel like this because it's going to be like another Josh Whedon thing. But like I said before, man, only time will tell. And I cover up here and there like always because that's Hollywood for you. All right, I got to go finish watching the Halloween movie because it's my first time watching it. And it's pretty interesting. I finally found it on a free app. About freaking time. I didn't even know Redbox had that on their app and everything and stuff. And they have a couple of other stuff on there too. I probably won't watch because it don't seem all that interesting. But hey, you know, I've been looking all over for like Halloween, the original one, and I finally found it. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.